Hello everyone. I'm sorry it's been so long. I actually had the worst crash of my life about a month ago. Actually, what's today's date, big boy?
Today is November
what?
12th? Yeah, today's
so it is November 12th.
Yeah.
So my crash was actually exactly a month ago. And the crash was really bad. The worst crash I've ever had in my life, actually. And right now, I'm back home in New Jersey, but I'm not staying at my house. I'm at a rehabilitation center. I'm at a place to help me get better. And I'm gonna be here until everything is right. So now I'm gonna talk to you guys about the actual crash. I have footage of the crash, but we're gonna make a video and put that video out separately. So right now, we're just gonna describe the crash. We were in Las Vegas filming for Monster Energy, actually. Monster flew me out there, flew Big Boy out there, and Ronnie Surge. So we had 3 of us hanging out. We had the first day that was open. We didn't have anything to do for Monster Energy, so we decided to go and film a video for ourselves. We were at the Palms. We left there, we cruised around. We found an awesome street spot. Well, we found a couple awesome street spots, but the last one was really cool. It was a building foundation that wasn't finished. It had a loading dock. It had a bunch of like rails around it. It was actually really fun. So we were riding there. The video was almost complete. We had one more trick to do, and I found this downside tail whip gap. So I cruised over to it. I did a double peg on the retaining wall, hopped the double tire, rode across it, did the downside whip, and I almost pulled it, but I slid out. And then I went back up and I tried it again, and this time I pulled it. But as I pulled it, I went off to the side and I jumped over this grass pile, and my front wheel went into a hole that I had no idea that was there. So I immediately got shot right to my face. I had my helmet on, but it could only do so much. As you can see, my teeth are knocked out. Usually I have a bridge that goes across it. They got knocked out, and right now I just don't have the time to put them back in or go to a dentist or anything, so we're gonna be toothless for a little while. So I ended up breaking 2 vertebrae. Immediately I was unconscious. I don't remember a thing. Big Boy called the ambulance. The ambulance came, picked me up, brought me to a hospital in Las Vegas. So immediately my dad flew out and my wife because it was serious. Being in Vegas, my parents showed up, and then I'm starting to wake up a little bit. I vaguely remember a couple different things. I remember doctors screaming at me, Scott, can you feel your arm? And I couldn't really respond to them. I couldn't really wake up. My eyes were black and blue. I was sitting there in a neck brace. It was hard because like I'm kind of coherent, but I'm actually not. And as the days went on, I started to wake up a little bit. I started to remember a couple different things. A couple people came and visit me at the hospital, which was amazing. Connor Fields, Jamie Bestwick, my team managers for all the sponsors I have. So that was really cool. A couple days after, I ended up getting a brain hemorrhage. So what they ended up doing was rushing me into surgery. I'm gonna show you guys a scar on my head right now. So now that my hat's off, you guys can see my head. They actually pulled my scalp off and pulled my face off and removed a chunk of skull on my forehead, and it's actually in California right now, which is pretty insane. One day they're gonna put my skull back in. That surgery's gonna happen, I guess, probably in the next month or 2. But the rest of it was pretty scary. So right now I'm actually gonna bring Big Boy in. He's gonna tell you guys his point of view of it. I know it was terrifying. I could only imagine what it felt like. So let's bring Big Boy in. Come on, Big Boy.
Dude, it's one of the scariest moments of my life. You know, like we got to Las Vegas. This guy's like, we're gonna go film a video for the channel. We have a free day. I was like, dude, sounds awesome. Like the daily activities we do every single day.
And we had some bad luck that day.
We did. Ronnie got a flat. First trick out. Then
the Palms. Remember the Palm security guard?
The Palm security guard kept giving us trouble for trying to film and ride. They were supposedly riding in the parking lot, but none of us had air in our tires, so that was physically impossible.
Ridiculous.
So we were kind of put off by that. Andy Buckworth loaned us his pump. We pumped up our tires and we went on it with a session. So we're going to the session. All of a sudden, session's going good. I'm like, Scott, let's get some more clips. And then he found this like really cool like wall ride. It was almost like what I thought at first was gonna be a wall ride. He's like, dude, I'm gonna double peg it to double tire ride to whip in a thing. I'm like, that is unbelievable. Like that'd be amazing.
Because it was like the last trick of the session. So I tried to get something that was pretty good for you guys.
Yeah, 100% it was going to be the greatest thing ever. It was. He landed it. So the first one he did, he slipped the pedal and he went off to the right. And when he went off to the right, it was completely flat in the right and it looked like it was just normal ground and you'd ride off. And he did. The second time, he landed it absolutely perfectly and rode straight from the bank. And when he rode straight from the bank, there was a bush. There was a little green bush, almost like lemongrass, you know what I mean? She hopped over it, just to get a little hop over it, thinking that the other side was going to be flat. and there was about a 2-foot deep hole and about a 1.5 foot wide hole. And his front wheel went in, and immediately at that point, I'm still filming it with the GoPro like this, and I just saw it all go down. I ran over there, I threw the GoPro to the ground. So the first couple minutes of the GoPro footage are kind of looking at the ground, and you hear me talking to him like I'm freaking out. Like, listen, the amount of blood that was coming out of his nose was unbelievable. You know what I mean? And you know, now that I know that it was because he had a fracture in his skull, and that was probably where the blood was coming because of bleeding in the brain, you know, it just really makes you think like that where we're at now is way better than what we could have been, because that could have been it right there, the amount of blood that I was seeing. And I had to call out the ambulance. I said, Ron, what do I do? What do I do? I can't stop the bleeding.
So did you call the ambulance right away?
Yeah, Ron. I said, Ronnie, immediately, you fell? I said, Ronnie, get your phone, call the ambulance, because remember, me and you didn't have our phones that day.
Yeah.
So I said, Ronnie, call the ambulance. He's like, okay. He goes, runs for the ambulance. He goes to ask for the address from some guy who owned a boxing gym nearby. So I'm sitting in this ditch with Scotty at this point, just me and Scotty. You know, Ronnie took off his shirt and left it for me, and I'm trying to stop the bleeding, but when I put it over his nose, he said, it's big, I can't breathe. And I'm like, okay, so I have no idea what to do now. Now I'm like, okay, it's not coming out of his mouth, but he can't breathe out of his mouth because his teeth are all messed up in his mouth and he's got no air coming through. So I'm like, okay, I can't cover his nose. The people who were on the other end of the 911 call were like, okay, well, you're just gonna have to let it, hopefully it clots. So I'm sitting here right now by myself in the ditch with one of my best friends that, you know what I mean, like not knowing what to do, just watching him pretty much bleed out. And he's like, I can't feel my legs. And like when he said that to me, it was like, I had to lie to him and say, no, you know, you mean everything's good, you know, but it was absolutely terrible having to sit there and lie to one of your best friends saying, oh dude, you're fine, because it was one of the worst crashes I've ever seen. And like,
it's so crazy.
It's gnarly, dude.
I can only imagine what was going through your head, but I don't remember a damn thing after that crash.
Yep. And
I don't remember people in the hospital coming up to me. I don't remember anything in Las Vegas, really. So they flew me to this place over here. And ever since I've been here, I've been getting so much better every single day.
Crazy.
My brain's getting better. Everything's clear. It's been a crazy road so far for the past month. But I just want to give a huge thank you to Road to Recovery, because they have seriously done so much for me. Literally makes me want to cry how appreciative I am of what they've done for me. Everything from the van shirts being made and being auctioned off, and all the money coming in to help me get through this. So thank you so much, Road to Recovery. Everybody out there, if you guys don't know what Road to Recovery is, they are an organization that help athletes when they get injured. And I can't even tell you guys, they came to me immediately, just sorted everything out. So
the night of, actually the night of.
It literally like saved my life. It's absolutely amazing. So everybody out there that has supported me through this Road to Recovery by buying a shirt, buying stickers, anything like that, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, and I want you guys to know everything's going to use. There's so much that goes into this. Right now I can barely move things. You can see my hand right here. I'm starting to learn how to move my hand again, and I'm getting there, guys. But it takes time because I need my spinal cord to heal. The spinal cord has to all come together. All the pieces have to start working, and it's a process. It's gonna take a little while, but I'm up for the challenge. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much to everybody that's been supportive. As you can see right now, Big Boy is taking over for the videos. I cannot film the videos, so he's doing so well. I'm watching his videos, they're getting better and better every single time. If you guys have any ideas for videos, go to Big Boy's Instagram, hit him up,
comment,
tell him
DM,
what you want to
whatever.
see. He would love it. We're just trying to have fun here and keep these videos coming out for you guys, because I'm so proud of where my channel is right now. 700K challenge is like just happening, and I can't believe it. It's absolutely amazing. So we're gonna keep this going. It's not ending here. I am going to be the fighter and get through this, and I'm going to be riding for you guys soon enough. So huge thank you to everybody, all my friends for coming through. Road to Recovery, truly appreciate you. All my sponsors, Monster, Vans, Hyper, Snafu, Fox, absolutely amazing all the support I'm getting from you guys. So let's end this one right now. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop, tell you guys exactly what's going down with me, show you whenever I can move a new limb, and Big Boy's gonna keep the riding videos coming for
100%,
you.
let's do it.
So until next time, guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.